the old ways that things used to be. Some things just never go away, no matter how
Yeah.
modernized we get. Like our instinct to kind of like flex and peacock for females is always going to exist. We just do it in new ways now. And but the difference is though, is the modern female, the modern woman ain't necessarily moved by that shit like that no more, because they can get it too. You know what I'm saying? They got OnlyFans and niggas cash apping them and
Absolutely.
so like that's why you got like it's situations now. And I ain't never had no problem getting no female. I know you ain't had no problem getting no females, but it's dudes out here just can't do it. They don't have the skills to talk to women. So that demographic of dudes, that pool of guys is so big who not getting no ass. Them the dudes is cash apping these chicks just for a picture of her feet.
Yeah, and them dudes that be yes, and these are the same guys that be making these women feel like, you know, the world is theirs and they're worth more than what they are.
Exactly.
And they be putting so much into, and no disrespect to nobody, but you got these guys that are like suckers, lames, goofies, and everything that are they giving, and not to devalue nobody, but they not just objectifying, but they giving these women a false sense of self-worth that ain't real, because they can't do what normal guys like the guys I be hanging around, like the guys like me, you, and a bunch of other guys. They can't do what we can normally do. When we go out, we hang out. Like they got to go through these apps and they got to be with these girls. And not to say there's nothing wrong with the apps, but for the guys that don't that can't just get it, you know what I mean? Like they have to trick off on send me a picture of your feet, or send me a picture of you with your tongue out and stuff like that.
They sitting up there on a Zoom call like this behind an avatar, talking to her while she got her cam up. You know what I'm saying? Doing whatever she doing, and he
yakking off one,
destroying his meat. You know what I'm saying?
You said destroying his meat.
You know what I'm saying? Just for a chick who don't think nothing of him. You know what I'm saying? And it's all a transaction. It's all transactional. I think and this go back to a conversation we used to have too. It's like we're in a perpetual state of social evolution. Like every 25 to 30 years, we hit like a state of social evolution that we're never aware of. And that 25 to 30 years happens every year for a different phase of it. You see what I'm saying? So like, if you think about like 30 years ago, this Zoom call wasn't even possible.
Correct.
And it was a phone hanging on the wall with a long ass cord.
And a dial that went all the way around.
Exactly, a rotary phone and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you left the house, if you needed to make a phone call, you had to, you know what I'm saying, drop some coins in a payphone, or you just wait till you get to the crib to make that phone call. And you wasn't easily accessible. If a motherfucker asked you where you been all day, it was a legit concern because nobody knew where you been all day.
Correct.